Okay, so I'm going to record this now and hope that my hackers don't take it from me. But I've been taking pictures and trying to get someone to come out here and look at a discovery that we made. And I'm sure of this, but I'm having a hard time with scientific community because of a few small factors. But I'm going to tell you, this is a pterodon. We've researched the heads and the way the jaws are and the fingers and the scales, but it's a pterodon. It's a pterodon head, and I'm gonna get her out. I've already got two at the house. Well, three really. We got two, what I believe are two males and one female. I believe this right here is possibly a male. I keep calling it a her though. I don't know intuitively if I'm wrong on the sex. I don't know, but I know that's why there was at first we thought, come here, baby, you can get up there. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, I'll save you. Go ahead. Go ahead, get up there. Go ahead. Go ahead, get up there. There you go. Good boy. Anyway, so we need to get her out. The water's coming in quick. We've had a lot of hard rain. I feel like somebody's removed something from over here, and I'm worried they're going to try and take her too. I hope they don't. But I have another big bird right here in this area, and a big boy raptor. I was sitting in his mouth the other day pulling out his teeth, and they stole his teeth. I'm really scared about this because it is a discovery I made, and I know that these people heard the day I made the discovery, which I said it 2 years ago when the head was just a little peak at the top. That's a pterodactyl or something. I knew it was just I knew it was something, and I said, it's mine. Anyway, it's been in the water, so I'm legally able to take it. I have permission to be on the property. So, I mean, I come fishing at this lake. I've grown up at this lake my entire life. But anyway, so here we have, it did break. I wish the water was back. You'd be able to see where this arm comes out like this, and the feathers go out. I mean, it went out. You could see more of the wings, but her wings, this wing goes out like that. We believe the wings are, my husband says like 12 feet, 12 to 15 feet or something like that. But anyway, so I'm going to get some samples of this because moving the upper layers of the sand and getting closer to her body is going to be the better samples to get. Now, I've been trying to get the science. I've contacted the college. I've contacted the museum, and all because of one little factor. They do not believe that this is pterodons, but I am telling you, we found some nests, and there's bunches of them, bunches, and there's titan boas and armored dinosaurs and big boy dinosaurs. We've got some real ones out here, guys, and they're saying that it's not possible for them to be here. Well, I'm telling you right now, they're here, and she needs help because as they're coming up, I'm noticing they're starting to get soft. And I've seen so many of the really soft ones, they just fade away. They fade away, and they're like they just dissolve. And so we can't let this happen to her. She's been buried for so long, and now she's coming to the surface, and she's getting soft. We've got to get her out of here. So we're going to try and cut out part of her as we can, but we will not be able to get that entire wing over there. But maybe after I get her out and get her verified, then maybe they might pay attention, and somebody's going to want to come help us get it out, because a museum is where she belongs. Now, which museum? I don't know, because the museums are being pretty rude. All I know is their arrogance is going to cost them a great discovery of a lifetime. They've never had wings that were soft enough to test. This wing out here is completely soft. Once I understood what it was, I gathered as much of it as I could. So I've got some samples of that, but I don't even know that I preserved it right. I've got some preserved with the lake water, some preserved without the lake water. It's just dried out. But so then here we have this. Now this, I'm going to get what's closest to her and put it in, and I'm going to take it in little tubs. Do the best I can because nobody will listen. I can't get a professional out here to take care of it. But I just know that we need help to do this, because this discovery, oh my gosh. And I'm going to tell you, there are so many of them, the way they're compacted and their nests are compacted. Because I have nests on my property. I've already found like 6 nests. And let me tell you, it all happened, this blast, where they were blasted. And as you see, I'm seeing this occurring in all of them. You know, there's some, of course, it didn't because it happened so quickly. But even in little tiny babies, I'm seeing where they pull their hands up over their head to cover themselves from the blast. Sometimes you can't see their eyes because they're hidden by the feathers. And sometimes you'll see their eyes where they're peeking through the feathers. But they are real, I'm telling you, and they need to be seen. They need the scientific community to look at them. She has scales. Look. It's scales. You know, when I was looking up about the armored dinosaur that we saw over at another lake nearby, I learned about, you know, the scales. They look like little teeth when they come off, you know, but they're not teeth, and they'll be different colors. But they're scales, and that might be just a rock. I'm not sure. And I'm not sure without the testing, but I see the little bumps, and they're coming from her. And let me tell you, the feathers, there are wing bones. There are wing bones. There are strings. I'm not sure what that's about, but there's lots of strings. And, oh no, really? Oh, we're running out of light here, but I'll just do this. So anyway, I just want to put this out there because this is my discovery, and I need somebody to help me dig her out. Nobody understands. I offer 20% of my find when I sell this amazing bird, okay? And somebody took half of her head. Look, when we first found her, I had pictures of it too. I mean, this was a full pterodon head. And they come and they cut it and they took part of it. And that's against the law because she's my property. I've already claimed her. I dug her up. And they did it after I dug her up. And I'm pretty sure I know the group that did it. I hope I'm wrong. But I'm telling you right now, this is not okay. I mean, this has to be preserved. I'm going to do another video soon, and I'll show you this area. But up here, when we first discovered her, you could see the whole spine of one coming down. It was in perfect array, and it now is disarray and gone. So, but look, I need somebody to help. I do have a theory that I'm working on, and I'm researching the area. There's a definite layer of carbon that's coming up below these. I'm telling you guys, it's like, said it, and I'm going to say it again. I'm sure I will, because I can't get it off my mind. God said that the dead would rise. What if he meant that the bones would rise? Because these bones have been pushed up, hidden for all these years, and now they're just rising to the surface, and we're seeing so many of them. I believe this is a Casey blast site, and I'm looking to find that lake, and I think I might have. It's a very stinky lake, and I used to think it was a different one. I mean, there's also another path. I think there's going to be six places where I'm going to see that cosmic ray. It just went Pichoom, pichoom, pichoom. And so there were six locations that it hit. And they had them all in different, I mean, think of the reserves. There was a reserve here. They put the Titans out here, made sure they had the food they needed until they got them all together. And then when it was time, they tried to save them, but they were too much of a danger to the people, so they had to blast them. Well, they thought they did. Although they were advised not to and let God handle it, they did. And that, my friend, is when the Younger Dryas happened. Said that the world caught on fire from what they did. But God, not man, but God tipped the poles to put the fire out. That's why they cooled so fast. So that, my dear scientist, is why we see what we see. And she actually is showing more fossilization than the other ones that I've already pulled out. You know why? Because they're granite. There's granite in them, but there is also fossil. And I promise you, I've got bones on the back of the head of one of mine where it sticks out. And you can see what did they call, Josh? I said it today because I remembered what they were called. The little, where the bones go in. The three, it has I can't remember. Anyway, it has testable bones in it. They say that is not possible. And I'm like, well, if you just look at it, I think you might change your mind. But they are dead set on the fact that because there is any granite, that it is not possible to be a fossil. Oh, come on. And because if there's quartz, that's not possible. Are you kidding me, people? You're walking away from the discovery of a lifetime. Because of why? Because of a science book that told you that granite cannot be part of a fossil? Are you kidding me? If something's hot enough it can melt, right? So if it melts and it melts and then it is cooled quickly and it's already taken the shape of the form that it was melting into, oh my God, how can you not open your mind? Science, the truth never changes, but it grows. There's more that comes. God will never, ever lie to us. And I'm telling you guys, this is something that's big. And I'm worried because I need help to get her out before something happens. She came up this year. She's just now up. I have called and called. I have been torn to get her out of this water, and I can't seem to do it. I was scared of ruining her, of hurting what could possibly be an amazing cut if we cut her just right. But now I'm worried because she'll decay. I've noticed with my fossils that they'll start getting soft after they come to the surface if they're not preserved, and I need help. I have a raptor head in a claw, which has got to be the baby of a big one, because they were grabbing their babies and taking off. I've seen that so many times too, and what I've been finding just in the past couple of weeks. And it's like the mama's grabbing the babies and about to take off, and it's a big one because that claw is massive, and that came from my yard, and that baby is peeking through her talons, and her talons are, she got him good. I'm telling you now. And they may have gold. I'm pretty sure it's pyrite, but if you I did research, and the pyrite is a bad thing when it comes to how fast they can decay. If it's pyrite, we're fucked. If it's, we could be, if we still have time right now, because she can dry out and she can preserve her beautifulness. She can reveal the silver feathers and the greens and the blues and the reds that were in their feathers. They were beautiful. I can't wait to get this done. But if someone knows anyone that has the ability to help me get her out, to help me get her preserved, and some of the others that I found preserved, you can be a part of this. Me and Josh were thinking about getting some GoPros, and we're going to absolutely, no matter what, we will record every step of everything we find, because we've already found so many locations. And he's still on the iffy side. He's the skeptic. He wants me to prove it to him, and I want to prove it to him. I want to prove it to the world that these birds right here are something special. Something special. And I did have her uncovered one time already, but she got covered back up, which I didn't understand why they did it, but now I do. But she's covered back up, but I'm worried they're going to steal her from me. And she's my discovery. This whole place is my discovery. It's not my lake, but all the birds, everything in this lake I know is there, because I know that they were blasted and they fell in. So listen, somebody's got to hear me here. And hopefully they let me put this out there, because we need to know that our town is about to be known to be something special. But these birds are the biggest part. This blast site, the history of what went down is important. And if she's older than that, fine. I can deal with that. I just had the idea of testing to see if it's possible, because I've been stuck. I'm not stuck, but part of my purpose has been to write movies. I finished a movie talking about when the Anunnaki came, and the research that I went through for the past 18 years. This is my life's work. And after completing that, what has happened? God blesses me with the discovery of freaking dinosaurs. And they were the biggest problem that the Anunnaki had when they first arrived. They had to build animal reserves to move them so they can mine. Now let me tell you, this is amazing finds. And there's so many. You guys, somebody help me. Thank you. Peace out. We'll be back. Bye-bye.